one big news which might affect India's BGT chances. And let's bring in Gaurav and Manuja here because they are our resident Ranji Trophy experts. Mohammed Shami back playing for Bengal. He'll be playing. He'll be in action from tomorrow, isn't he? He is there. Look at that. Shami said to make injury return. The first time Mohammed Shami will be playing since the ODI World Cup last year, where he had a stellar performance. He's going to be back. He had a bit of an Achilles injury. Then he had an issue with the knee. उस पे भी हमने काफी discussion किया था. But now he's set to make his competitive return to cricket. He's going to turn out for Bengal, and who knows? Who knows? Rohit Sharma खेले ना खेले first test. Maybe Mohammad Shami gets to play the first test. Manuja and then Gaurav.
First test, I don't see that happen. Let him just come out onto the field tomorrow. I mean, there's so much of can he not? I think even as late as last week they said there were fresh injury concerns. Obviously, he's out to prove his fitness. Uh, okay. NCA has cleared him for him to be playing Ranji Trophy tomorrow. Very exciting, but I think it's cutting it too fine to think he's going to be considered for the first test. But will he go to Australia after that? You never know.
Gaurav, your thoughts?
Yeah, I'm a bit surprised because what I had learned, and this was my story about the fresh injury concern, कि side strain हो गया उसे, and I was told that things aren't looking good with him, and then suddenly to learn, I think थोड़ा सा pressure है to bring him back, and that's sort of maybe they're rushing him and to just sort of try कि भाई तू एक बार डाल के देखो, and if you're good, then because things are not going right. I mean, you are actually going there as pretty much as underdogs. So I think maybe this will be a big boost if at all it works out. चलो first test नहीं, maybe first two tests नहीं. But last three tests also, if he's available, nothing like it for this series, this kind of a series.
Okay, I want to talk to you about this. You mentioned the side strain. We've been talking about the Champions Trophy news. This is also very big news क्योंकि हमने Achilles injury सुनी थी जो last year से थी. उसके बाद we heard that he's been there's been a setback. There's some issue with his knee. जब वो इतना बड़ा बवाल हुआ था during I think that was the Bangladesh series, right? Or was it? Yeah, the first test, just before the first test, New Zealand first test. Now you're talking about a side strain. ये कब हुआ है? Is this a potential new thing? And why do you feel that it's being made out that he's coming back too early?
ये मुझे भी समझ नहीं आ रहा because my source, in fact, today only he told me that in the NCA roster it's listed that Shami to report at 2:30 and go through his whatever rehab this thing, and then he's also in the evening he was supposed to obviously must have flown to Indore for the Ranji Trophy match. So I think मुझे लग रहा है थोड़ा सा rush job है and it's just a desperate attempt to see where he stands. Maybe Shami himself is sick and tired of the sick bay यार. मतलब कभी ये इंजुरी आ रही कभी चलो मैं खेल के देखता हूँ. Let me just see. Let me have a go. ठीक है. Remember that he also bowled at full tilt during the Bengaluru Test match. And then almost proving Rohit Sharma wrong and Rani Basu's story wrong that everybody thought कि शायद आ जाएंगे but वो नहीं हुआ. So we have to wait and see with him. I think how vulnerable his body has been post the injury. I think we have to wait and see. And side strain, definitely I was told that this is the new injury. And this is why he was actually supposed to return one Ranji match earlier, but he could not. But इतनी जल्दी side strain ठीक हो जाएगा ये मुझे idea नहीं था.
Okay.
In fact, he was bowling even during the Bengal match. He was bowling at the nets. He was at the NCA nets last week.
Okay, but Manuja, यहाँ पर एक और factor भी तो है because the Ranji Trophy halts, right? We have how many rounds remaining? One round remaining, two rounds remaining.
This is the last time.
Yeah, one round remaining.
Post Diwali we had 2 rounds, so one round has already finished. Tomorrow the last round before we resume the Ranji Trophy in February, right?
Yes.
थोड़ा सा pressure वो भी तो है because you don't have too much cricket remaining, right? If you have to prove your fitness, if you have to prove your bowling rhythm. That is a major factor. You have to play Ranji Trophy. You have to play the day game format. You have to play the red ball format, and only then he can come back to the Indian team. And that puts him in a weird window. कि ये वाला, क्योंकि like you said, he was expected to play the last round. He didn't play, and now he wants to play this round because there's no other round remaining after this.
Yeah, because the next match you play after that, even if it's Mushtaq Ali, happens only on 23rd.
Yeah.
Then again, how do you go prove your fitness in a Mushtaq Ali if you're going first string? So it's a no-brainer there. This, like you said, is his last chance to go. But given his history of injuries, this looks like a rush job.
Okay.
But I
Okay.
think desperate times, desperate measures.
Well, the series has not started. I don't know how is it desperate yet. Yes, let's wait and watch क्या होता है. But also, best wishes to Mohammed Shami. He's coming back after a long time.